Tram.
Well, here at 12 News, we are continuing to celebrate Women's History Month. And one woman who has really transcended in the culinary world is Chef Lisa Dahl. If you've been to Sedona, you know she is a force in the dining scene there with her restaurants, Dahl and DeLuca, Mariposa, Cocina Rustica, Pizza Lisa, and Butterfly Burger. She's known as one of the country's leading chefs. She's written 2 cookbooks, and her philanthropic work with her nonprofit has changed the lives of many. Lisa's journey to being a chef and restaurateur is full of passion, heartache, and inspiration. And Chef Lisa Dahl joins me now. Lisa, it is an honor for us to have you here. Thank you so much for making the trek down from Sedona. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people, they see your success. You know, they think, oh, chef, famous, you know, you've been acclaimed nationally, and they see what's on the outside. But I think what a lot of people also don't know is that other private side and what you went through and the tragedy. Take us back to what happened in 1994.
Well, in 1994, my life changed forever. My son and my only child, Justin Jones, took his bike into the city. We lived in Marin County, and he rode over the Golden Gate Bridge, and he never came back. He went to find his records. He loved music and loved collecting records and music, and he interacted in a street burglary, and he was stabbed and he lost his life. And from that point on, everything changed.
Everything changed.
Yes.
And I was looking on Instagram because you made a very poignant, touching, and heartbreaking post. And I wanted to read some of that to you because yesterday was Justin's death anniversary.
Yes, it was 31 years.
31 years. So your post on Instagram, you know, again, you could really feel that pain. And what struck me is when you said, I know Justin is always with me, and I want others to know they're not alone in their grief. When we carry our loved ones in our hearts as deeply as we miss their presence, we must hold on to the hope that we'll see them again on the other side.
Yes.
What keeps you going?
Quite honestly, I truly believe that Justin is with me. And I see him as my partner, and as he's like the co-pilot. So I feel that he's guided me. I feel I was guided to come to Sedona.
Yeah.
There were many signs that brought me to believe that there is really no death. And I keep him with me always.
Yeah.
And my hope is always that feeling that if I can live and go forward and make him proud, other people that have lost their loved ones can glean from that, and maybe it'll get them out of bed. Maybe it will help them to find their footsteps so that they can go forward in honor of their loved ones.
Yeah, that is so powerful. Yes. Just having that hope and trying to, you know, give hope to others who have dealt with that kind of a grief.
And it's a slow process. It isn't like you just jump out of bed one morning and boom. I listened to the signs, but it was evident to me that I couldn't stay in the area where Justin had grown up. All the memories were flooding, you know, from growing up there and starting in grade school and kindergarten, and all of his friends in high school and places that we would always go together. It was way too painful, and I needed something to refresh myself. I didn't go to Sedona as a businesswoman.
Right.
That just naturally and organically evolved. I was still in the fashion business, and quite honestly, in the beginning, I actually was trying to find my footing, and I went back and forth to the Bay Area for my business. And then one day I was just at that point where I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I've got to do what Justin and I wanted to do, which was cook.
Yeah.
We loved cooking, and those were our happiest times. And recreating joy and meals and wonderful experiences for other people just became a salvation to me. Cooking became my life. And every time that I cooked, I felt like we were sharing that together.
It was therapeutic.
Yes,
It was
very
cathartic for you.
therapeutic, very, very much so.
Yeah, so healing.
Yes.
And I mean, you have been so incredibly successful in your own right. Do you credit Justin a lot for that success?
Oh, without a doubt, I do. And I
Yeah.
say that every day. I still believe he's with me. And so I believe that my ability to, as I've grown older, to listen to the guidance and follow has led me to the success that I do have, but I don't measure my success in how many restaurants I have.
Right.
It's really, it's the people that I've met along the way. I meet people every day. Nothing is more inspiring than, I meet so many wonderful women and their kids, and just mentoring. Mentoring is where it's at for me. I love teaching people the joy of cooking, and I think it's very, very therapeutic, and I think it's, in many ways, it could become a salvation for others, like younger kids that are kind of lost their way. And, I love thinking that we are blossoming young chefs in the making as we work with people in the kitchens. And so I'm very proud, we've been in business 29 years.
Incredible.
We have over 300, I call it family member employees,
Yeah.
but in our small company.
Yeah.
And,
but it is family.
it
That's
is.
your work family.
Oh, absolutely.
And they keep you going too.
Oh, absolutely. We feed each other. I mean, there's so much pride. You can't put things like that into words when, I walk into the kitchens and they say they like me around. I don't know.
Oh, I'm
if
sure
it's
they
true,
love
but-
you, Lisa. I'm sure they love you, as do so many people around here, including myself. I'll tell you what, there's not enough time for everything I want to ask you about. There's also a documentary that just came out this month on your life and your journey to being a chef, and it talked about your personal life as well. But I would love to go up to Sedona. I'd love to sit down, break bread with you, and just talk more about your life, your success, your achievements, and just everything, because I think you're amazing, truly amazing.
Thank you so
And
much.
we thank you for all the philanthropic work that you've done to help others. And so we're going to get into that. Consider that another date
Let's
to be
do it.
scheduled.
And we're going to eat.
We're going to eat.
Pretty darn
and we're going
good.
to make some good food.
Oh,
and
we're
I
going to
just-
have a great
yeah.
time. I look forward to
I
that.
do too. I love you. I really, really am
I
so
love
inspired
you.
by you.
I-
And so
I'm
many
so
other
touched.
people. Yes, thank you,
Thank
Lisa.
you, and thank you to Arizona for believing in me and
Yeah.
seeing us grow. I was so taken back by the Ranking Arizona Business Magazine. 3 of our restaurants getting ranked by people that live in Arizona, and I'm sure many in the greater Phoenix area. So thank you for nearly 30 years of support for our
Well
restaurants.
deserved. Yeah, for someone who gave and is giving back so much. Thank you, Lisa. I
Love
appreciate you. I love you.
Can't wait.
All right, we'll be right back.